All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a framework that can seriously transform your communication. We're talking about making sure every single message you send doesn't just get delivered, but actually lands and gets the results you want.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever sent an email that was completely misinterpreted or, tried to explain something you thought was super important only to get a totally blank stare back? Yeah, we've all been there. That frustrating moment when your communication, no matter how hard you try, just falls flat.
And here's why that matters so much. Communication isn't just about swapping words. It's literally the backbone of our relationships, the way we think, the way we make decisions. From a quick chat with your family to a huge national debate, getting it right is what makes everything work. And let's be real, in this day and age, the stakes are just so much higher. Information flies around the globe in seconds. A message that's weak or confusing isn't just ineffective, it can be genuinely destructive. So, what's the fix? How do we make sure our messages have integrity and make a real impact? Well, thankfully, there's a solution. It's a proven, practical guide known as the 7 C's of communication. And this isn't some lofty academic theory. It's a real-world toolkit. Okay, so let's dive in. It all starts with pillar number 1, being absolutely crystal clear. So what does it mean to be clear? Well, it's all about stripping away the fluff and the complexity. You want to be so simple, so direct, that there's basically zero room for anyone to get the wrong idea. The goal here isn't to show off how many big words you know. It's to get your point across, period. And clarity is just so crucial. Think about it. In a place with lots of different languages, like Nepal, for example, a simple, clear message can cut through all those barriers. And when you're talking about vital stuff like public health or legal rights, making that information clear makes it accessible to everyone. Honestly, it just comes down to respecting your audience's time and energy. Plus, when you speak clearly, it shows that you're thinking clearly. All right, building right on top of clarity, we have pillar number 2, being concise. Being concise is really about respecting your audience's attention span. It means cutting the waffle, getting straight to the point, and avoiding all that unnecessary jargon or those long, rambling detours. Every single word should have a job to do, keeping the focus squarely on your main message.
But, and this is a huge but, there's a really important catch. Being concise does not mean being incomplete. If you start cutting out crucial details, or you shorten things so much that you sound cold or insensitive, well, that can be pretty dangerous. Brevity should never, ever come at the cost of the message's integrity. So your message is clear and it's concise. Pillar 3 is what makes it feel real. It has to be concrete. A concrete message is something your audience can actually picture and hold on to. It's the difference between saying something vague like sales improved and something specific like sales improved by 15% last quarter. See the difference? You're moving from fuzzy ideas to tangible, believable proof. And it's the facts, the figures, the vivid examples. That's what makes a message credible and memorable.
Okay, so once your message is concrete, pillar 4 comes in to make sure it's also responsible. It has to be correct. And being correct is about so much more than just good grammar or spell checking. This is about ethics. Is your information actually true? Have you checked your facts? Are you presenting it in a way that's fair? Is it right for the audience you're talking to? A message can be grammatically perfect, but factually wrong, and that's a huge breakdown in communication. I mean, this has never been more urgent. We see the consequences of ignoring this pillar every single day. The way misinformation just spreads like wildfire on social media is a direct result of a weak fact-checking culture. Being correct means taking responsibility for the information you share with the world. All right, you've got your correct facts ready to go. Pillar 5 is all about organizing them so they make sense. Your message has to be coherent. Coherence is all about logical flow. Does it all hang together? Do your points connect to each other in a way that's easy to follow? A coherent message is like a good tour guide. It takes the audience on a clear journey from point A to B to C without ever letting them get lost. Now, a perfectly coherent message is great, but it's pretty useless if it's missing key pieces of information. And that brings us right to Pillar 6. It must be complete.
A complete message gives the audience everything they actually need to know. Just think of it like the classic journalist checklist. Have you answered the who, what, when, where, why, and how? Because if you leave any of those out, you're going to create confusion, frustration, and probably inaction, because people simply won't know what to do next.
And finally, we've arrived at our 7th pillar, and this one is all about the human element. You could even say it's the soul of communication. It's about being courteous.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got courteous communication. It's respectful, it's empathetic, it builds relationships and trust. On the other side, you've got uncivil communication, which we see way too much of, especially online. It's all about disrespect, attacks, and tearing people down. Being courteous isn't about being weak. It's about having the strength to show respect, even when you disagree. It's what keeps productive conversation possible.
So, how do you actually put all of this into practice? Well, it's a pretty simple 4-step cycle. First, you plan. Who are you talking to? What do you want to achieve? Second, you review your message against these 7 C's. Third, and this is crucial, you get feedback. Ask someone how it comes across. And finally, you adjust it based on that feedback. It's a constant loop of getting better.
And you know, this isn't just about writing better emails or sounding smarter in a meeting. Getting these pillars right has a huge ripple effect in the real world. Better communication leads to more transparency, it helps foster social justice, and it builds a stronger, healthier democracy. It improves things in our offices, our communities, and right in our own homes.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a final thought. Because this isn't just information, it's a call to action. Take these 7 pillars: clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. And just think about one conversation you have coming up, one email you need to write. How can you use these principles to make your message truly matter? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.